Well, there's a brief break in the rain, so I'm walking into town. Maybe get some beer for the first time in a while. Oh, look at that. This is a trumpa mushroom. This is a really nice mushroom, actually. Yeah, I'll put it here in the trail so I notice it on the way back. There's another one next to it. This is actually a Racilla mushroom that has been infected by hypomeses, which is the orange part. So normally this is a white mushroom, and it's been infected by orange hypomeses. And these are called trumpas, or they're called, these aren't lobster mushrooms, are they? I don't know, but they're very thick. They're very meaty. This one's in pretty good shape. That's totally edible. And this is mushroom season right now. It's coming a little late this year because the rains came late. And I've cataloged all the kinds of mushrooms around here. I have a spreadsheet of like hundreds. And I actually had a mushroom expert up here who wrote the literal book on it before she died. And she came and we collected tons of mushrooms for her and laid them out on the table, and she identified them. It was really pretty cool. But that's not what's on my mind right now. So my mind, as I get a walk in, because I haven't walked because it's been so rainy for like 3 days. Look at this, the trail's all grown over here, making my feet wet. What's on my mind is that there's a black dog. Hi, black dog. That's not really my dog, but I've been feeding it and it hangs around. Won't even let me pet it. What's bad is that I'm missing what has become my best friend, my littlest dog. And she's not inside. She likes to be inside on cold days. She goes outside, comes back inside. And she's not outside where she's supposed to be. And I noticed today on the porch there's blood. And I checked all the dogs that were there, and nobody has blood on them. Nobody's got any injuries. And I got a missing tiny dog. Normally these dogs get along just fine, but on rare occasions, one of them, the youngest one, has attacked the smallest one. Just briefly, over like a dispute about the ownership of a bone or something. And it's not just a brief bark and a correction of like, that's mine, leave it alone, but it's an attack that causes squeaking and hasn't caused any injuries in the past. Now, I've been there today. This would happen today, this morning. If hard to even think about it, but if my little dog got attacked, and that dog ain't made of much, so it'd probably get killed real easy. I didn't really go looking around for a body or anything. My only hope is, because I'm missing one of my other dogs, a bigger one, that dog is off, and that it doesn't seem real likely, but maybe my little dog followed the big dog on an adventure they like to go on. And that's the direction I'm headed right now. So maybe I'll run into them. That would be really nice, because this dog has been a medicine dog for me. After I got injured real bad and finally got back home after 8 months. Took me 8 months to get back home. I was that injured. And my life here is not an easy one. It's not a life that is easy to survive. So I couldn't come home. It's a bad aspect of living alone, at tremendous risk surrounding me all the time. I'm sure if I publish this, some asshole's gonna say, well, how could you let your dog live there, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. That's my thought on that. Not you personally. But if you are one of those people, then that is the sentiment I have for you. My dogs lead a great life. Sometimes that life leads to death, as it does for all of us. And yeah, I'd love to put up some fencing, and in this case though, because the fencing would help everything be more secure. But I don't have resources for that. And in this particular case, it wouldn't have changed anything, because if my little dog was damaged, it was my own dogs that did it. So the fencing would not have separated them. Up there's the potential culprit. I didn't see any blood on her face. I'm really hoping that what I'm saying is not true. I mean, I've accepted death. I've accepted the death of civilization. I've accepted the possible extinction of the human race and all life on the planet. Perhaps not all life. Some people just can't imagine that. But it could happen. We haven't run into any other life in our solar system. Life's pretty rare and fragile as far as I can tell. And we're doing everything we can to screw it up. We're screwing up our own lives. We're killing off as much as we can. God, it's slippery as shit out here. So that dog is dead. I'm gonna be a pretty sad dude. That little dog has been with me for about 4 years now. And she's still the cutest little puppy. She's small, so she's faster, more hyper aware. She's an important part of my pack, and she's really an important part of my life. I can't imagine not having her now. And she wasn't a yappy little bitch either. See, I just referred to her in the past tense. That is not a good sign. But she's never missing. Like, sometimes she'll go play for like 20 minutes or something, you know, and then she'll back up. But the blood on the porch is what's really bugging me. And it's cold and rainy out. This is not the kind of day where she goes off prancing around the forest, which she shouldn't do anyway because there's rattlesnakes around. It's unlikely a rattlesnake got her, because then there wouldn't be blood on the porch. But that's my other fear, because I just saw a rattlesnake the other day and I didn't even kill it because I didn't feel like it. I don't like killing rattlesnakes, and I didn't have the right tools on me to capture it. God damn it. Fucking shoelaces untied. These shoelaces I bought were shit. I did buy new shoelaces, I just haven't put them on there yet. Oh man, my new shoe, my new fancy tennis shoes busting apart. I swear I wear out shoes. Normally I walk very far on very difficult terrain, so my shoes don't last very long. I need like a strong pair of boots for this time of the year. Other times of the year I just wear sandals. I wear Tevas or Chacos. Those are great brands. And then you don't have to have socks or anything. Your feet can breathe. But this time of year everything's slippery and cold, and I need a pair of fucking boots. I need a pair of boots made nearby. I don't like buying foreign products. I want to buy ones in the country I live in. So that's all I got. Hope that I'm wrong, and that the 2 missing dogs are together. That's not a very happy video. Sorry about that. It's not always happy. Coco, come here. Come on. Come on, Coco. Hi, Boogie. My other dog is found. My other one's still missing. But Coco has found something up here. And that would be a pocket gopher that it appears he has killed. Hi there. It's hard to tell from here if that's a possum. No, that's a pocket gopher. I can see its face. Good boy. Good boy. That is fantastic. He murdered a pocket gopher. Those things will just destroy a garden. They could kill half a garden in a day. Easily. They got it out of this hole right here. Good boy. See, you got his mouth over there. That's a great thing. I've only seen one other dog. It was a dog I had a long time ago that killed a pocket gopher. And I would love to kill all of them because they'll just come back anyway from neighboring properties. And I have gopher traps, but those are hard to remember and place. I did use poison once. I don't know if it worked. It's hard to tell if that worked, but I don't like putting poison anywhere on the land anyway. You know, you bury it in their little hole and stuff. And they live underground, so they're really hard to kill. Like if it was a squirrel, which also eat all my fruit, because also pocket gophers will kill the roots of your fruit tree, and your fruit tree you've grown for 4 years will just suddenly die. And it's because its roots got eaten by a pocket gopher. I feel like I live in a forest Caddyshack or something. Was that Bill Murray? A lot of people watching this video won't get that reference. But everybody around here hates gophers. One way to kill them is to get a gas thing, a propane thing that pumps oxygen and propane into their hole, and then it's ignited with a stick and a spark, and then it goes boom and kills them in their hole because they have these big elaborate dens underground. But I don't have that equipment. That would actually be a great example of equipment to buy with other people. And then, not one person should buy it. Co-ownership is a bad idea in almost all cases. So one person could buy it and they could rent themselves out as a person who goes to your orchard, for example, and murders a bunch of gophers. Not a nice thing to do for the gophers. They would vote no. This is not a democracy. In fact, I don't think there is a democracy on the planet. Well, see you later. You know, I just realized there's something I should get. I never thought I would want to get these, but I should have shoes with cleats on them. Because I wear out the soles of my shoes, and I walk on these hard pack clay trails. They're just made for slipping. And I have slipped. I've fallen on these trails many times. Not lately, because I'm really careful. But if I got like soccer shoes with cleats, then I probably wouldn't fall. I don't know. And I'd be breaking up the ground to make it easier to walk on for other people as well. All right, what am I doing? Wondering where the fuck my dog is. God, that's gonna hurt so bad. I don't want to think about it. Anyway, I should get cleats. Because there's a certain time of the year, and this is it, where I want to go for a walk, but I really don't want to bite it, you know. I'm not real flexible still. I need physical therapy ultimately. I need, something. I spent the last week not walking at all. That's terrible. Absolutely horrible. It's because of the weather. And because I've been online doing things I think will cause me to be able to survive in the future. A little bridge here. I actually put this bridge right here because the other one rotted. But this one's done with oak, so it's lasting longer. See ya. It's a weird thing to find in the forest. Trees. Trees in little bags. These are pine trees. Looks like there's quite a few of them per bag, which is cool. But there's already pines all through here. And there's another group of them up there on this road. But like the pines reseed themselves. Like this place is filled with baby pines. See all the baby pines in here? So I don't know why they would be putting these pines in here. Unless they think it's a better species of pine. That is possible. But it makes no sense to me. Like I'll plant lots of trees in my forest, but I don't have any need to plant pines. I've already got 4 kinds of pines, and they're doing pretty good. Now, maybe these are more resistant to pine beetle plague. So, I mean, I could start making theories up on why they would be planting pines. It's more likely it's part of a government program where someone gets paid to plant pines, which I usually find suspicious, because a lot of times people do that and they just throw the pines out or whatever. And planting pines right in here doesn't even make any sense. So something doesn't make sense to me, but who knows? Maybe I don't know everything. I definitely don't know everything, but I know enough to be suspicious of most everything. So I quit smoking. I haven't smoked a cigarette for 3 weeks to a month, and I don't need them. I bought this one as a last cigarette to see if I felt it, you know, to see if I feel it. I consider them to be a waste of money, and more importantly, a waste of my health. And today's a good day to think about health and safety, since my dog might be dead, which is a way worse thing. Got a brief break from the rain here because there's a hurricane, but hurricane blew a little bit of my roofs off, but nothing too important. That's how it goes. A guy I know, I guess a friend, he visited me a long time ago, suggested that I take questions and I answer questions, because I do have a very strange group of perceptions about reality, and a lot of people don't like them. That's okay with me. They're weird, my ideas, and they're weird too for not agreeing with me, but I'll come in a sec. Life ain't easy, and that's one thing I try and do, is be real honest about that. Because I read what people write, and their frustrations with reality, and their families, and their friends, and, you know, the political realities, social realities of how things work in the world. Hey, get out! ¿Puedes poner tico adentro? I can only hope I die at some point. I don't want it to be that far away a time. But I'm not done yet. I still got work to do. And unfortunately, I've been avoiding it because I'm frustrated with people in general, as are other people. Good luck to you. Your frustrations are not wrong. You're not nuts. Reality is nuts. Maybe I'll figure out how to make a space that's good for people that don't fit in with society as it is, the fucked up state it's in. Maybe I'll invite some of them down to live with me. I got a nice place. I'd like to share it, and I want somebody to continue my visions after I die. I'm kind of getting older now, and I don't got no kids. I don't have fans, because I have fans actually, but I don't have followers that are dedicated to what I believe in. And I think I need some. People who want to make a better world. Even if we can't save the whole world, we can make little parts of it that can survive through the collapse of civilization. I must be delusional. I hope you are too. It's going to take some crazy people to make anything good out of this world. A lot of things to learn. If you got a wall like this, where the cement sticks out from the rocks, it's calaveriado, like a calavera, like a skull. It's skull, like its bones are sticking out or something. I don't know. Someone else knows this more than I do. But calaveriado. So I found a bromeliad on the road that fell off a tree in the big rains. I'm walking home listening to The Art of War. It's a commentary on the art of war. It's not the actual book. It's a great book, very useful. And I'm walking home to find out that maybe the puppy I love the most, the dog I love the most, is dead. And I don't even want to go home, but I got nowhere else to go. So we'll see what happens. These bromeliads are native, and they have cool flowers. When it falls out of a tree like that, I can put it up in another tree. It will flower, and we'll make more of them. They're a cool plant. Are they useful for anything? Not as far as I know, but they're useful for somebody, some insects, and they like living themselves. So we'll see. Bye. So sometimes online I've said I'm a philosopher, and that means weird things to people. In fact, words in general seem to mean a variety of things to people that they don't seem to mean to me or each other. Words are fucked up. That's the case. If I say I'm an artist, what does that mean? I don't know. I make art. You know, identifiable as art. What is art? Don't care. Complex question. Move on. These people who want to define terms in their own way, and they want to say, this is what it means. It must mean this thing because I say it does. Yeah, I'd like to tune those fuckers out. You know? I mean, philosophy is nothing more than thinking about stuff. A 2-year-old is a philosopher. A 2-year-old is a scientist. You know? A 2-year-old is an artist. Well, not a professional one usually. Not at 2. But I guess I gotta tune these fuckers out, because online it seems like so many people are like, well, that word means this, that word means that, and you mean that by that, and it means that. No, fuck you to hell. Okay? People use words in different ways, and they don't mean the same thing, and maybe we need to stick adjectives in front of those, you know, defining attributes, adjectives in front of nouns or whatever, because it's tiring to talk to people if you're not using the same terms. And this is true of all polluted terms. I use them as polluted words. That's what I call them, polluted words, because, you know, I could say I'm a this or a that, but it means something completely different to you. And now you're going to hold me responsible for the definition you're using, but I'm not. And, you know, words are difficult. One of the reasons I like to do video is because there's tone involved, which doesn't exist in text. And so you can try and understand, hopefully, that I'm, attempting to make some kind of common perception of what we mean by things, And you could make your own list of polluted terms of like, wow, I talked to this person and I have this massive conflict with them that maybe I don't need to. Because you're not even talking about the same thing at all. You're having needless conflicts. Do you enjoy those conflicts? If so, well, go away. Don't talk to me. Because I want to drill down. I want to get into it. I want to say, okay, well, you're talking about this word that means this to you. It means different thing to me. But we might actually share some values. Let's dig it deeper. Let's fix this shit. Because if you like conflict, if you really want the world to just go to hell, then stick where you're at and demand that everyone use words that you say they have to use them this way or that. And nobody is going to get anywhere. And we all die. Well, we all die anyway. Don't worry about that shit. That's too upsetting to think about, I'm sure. But we can't make any social order and no social organization, no social contract, unless we figure out what the hell we're talking about. So have some empathy for other people, that you do use words in different ways, and that we're going to try and get past that and drill down and have empathy that most people, this gets really fucked up and tricky, like most people maybe are good. Maybe most people are trying to do good things where they're at with what they got. And I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. Maybe most people are just horrible. Maybe everyone should just fucking die. I don't know. But I'm hoping that there's a lot of good people out there who are confused, upset, and trying to do good things, even though they're on opposite sides sometimes, partly because they're using terminology differently. Good luck with that shit. This is an example of a bad trail or a bad road. Theoretically, this is a road. But most cars wouldn't be able to get through it. There's plants growing up on the sides. More importantly, it's very slippery down there. And there's two huge mud puddles down there. Like lake level mud puddles, So I'll try and walk across this crap this way. Trying not to slip. And then I'll walk back this way, trying not to slip while being hit in the face with spiky plants. Sparky plants? Spiky plants. Spiky. And then now I'm fine. No problem. But would your car want to go up this? No, your car would not want to go up that. So I'll fix all this shit. I'm surrounded by like a million problems I got. Not a million. Thousands of problems. And I'll make a list of them and I'll prioritize them so that people can come here again and get here in some reasonable way. Because the way it is now is not reasonable. A taxi won't come here. You don't want to drive here in your normal car. And I can't even get in and out this time of year. Right now with the rain, I can't get in and out. So I would have to walk 5 kilometers to get supplies. That's not good enough. Because my dogs are going to need food. And it's just difficult. It's not a problem. I mean, I signed on for whatever shit I'm doing. But God, I can't even stand here without almost slipping. It's so slippery. But I'm going to figure out how to work with other people and get more resources and make it somehow. I don't know if it's even possible. And why should I? Like, There's people who like what I'm doing, I guess, but not very many. And, you know, I need tens of thousands of dollars. I need hundreds of thousands of dollars to do what I'm doing that is innovative and beyond what anyone else is trying to do. Everybody else just wants donations from the government, or, you know, they're going to set up a fancy foundation and pay themselves really well. Well, I'm not going to pay myself worth shit. I'm just going to try and stay alive and do things that are better for the entire world. That's a very different attitude than anybody I've ever heard of. Everyone else is self-interested, not me. I'd almost rather die than do this shit. Like, why should I bother? I don't even know. I actually really don't. I mean, I have cool ideas that are beyond anything I've ever heard of. But why? Why do I give a shit? Fuck. I hear a vehicle up there. It's not where there's supposed to be a vehicle. Fuck. So I got the door unlocked. She better be in here. There she is. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Hi, honey. Where the hell were you? Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you for not being dead. Oh my God. Little lady. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. For her to be dead was like my worst nightmare. It's worse than me being dead. Oh my God. I don't know where the hell she was. I looked for her in here. I looked for her over there where she would be. I looked over there where she would be. I called her. She's not very good at coming when she's called. Oh my God. Oh, this is the best result there could possibly be. I really don't want to lose her. And, my whole day had just changed. You know, I just visited a guy who is going to have to kill a couple dogs because they have a disease that they weren't vaccinated for. And she's been vaccinated. And he learned his lesson, I guess. That you got to vaccinate your dogs. In that case, I am pro-vaccination. I'm not in favor of forcible vaccination of anyone. I know there's a lot of people who are very upset about that kind of thing. But all I can think of now is I'm super happy. That's all that matters. My tiny dog is alive. All right, I'm going to drink a beer. Celebrate. And hopefully get another. I mean, she's like a 4-year-old dog, I think. Something like that. And I want another 10 to something years out of her. 10 years. I want another 10 years out of her. Because I'm a very lonely guy. And she's kind of like my fake girlfriend. No, nothing weird. Just like, you know, I want her in my life. And she's excited to be with me. And I'm excited to be with her. I would, of course, not mind a human girlfriend at some point, but I think I might have to go with 3 or 4 because human girlfriends are fairly difficult, and they try and take control of your life, and I don't want any of that shit. I've had enough problems in my life. Goodbye.